Hello everyone, welcome to the Power of Local Flying Labs webinar series. Thank you very much for joining us today. Please feel free to reach out to us on Facebook and Twitter if you have any follow-up questions and comments after today's webinar, and also if you would like to share your good work with us. My name is Oyanga. I'm Project and Community Coordinator at WeRobotics, and I will be hosting today's webinar. So today we will feature Côte d'Ivoire, Kenya, and Nepal Flying Labs projects and activities. And we have Abubakar, Cleopa, and Otam as our main speakers to share about the amazing works that they're doing in their countries. And before I get started with our main speakers' presentations, I would like to provide very short introduction about WeRobotics and Flying Labs to provide some context. WeRobotics is a local first organization. We believe in the power of local. This means we shift the power to local leaders who are actually best placed to address social challenges. And we believe that local leadership is more important to bring about social changes than any technocentric solutions. So we do this by creating local knowledge hubs known as Flying Labs, which are entirely run by local experts who we train, equip, and support as needed. And Flying Labs also train each others. And they collaborate on different drone projects. And in addition to that, they are also connected to key actors in different industries in their countries. Flying Labs are operational in almost 30 countries today across Africa and Latin America and Asia Pacific. Our role at WeRobotics within this network is to facilitate knowledge exchange, transfer technologies and opportunities to local leaders. So we want to continue supporting our local partners and this demand for more inclusive and equal opportunities for local leadership. We want to invest in hundreds of local leaders across hundreds of local flying labs, engaging in thousands of projects, improving the livelihoods of millions of people. So with this, I will finish my introduction, and I would like to get started with our main speakers' presentations. Just for your information, at the end of the presentation, we will open the floor and have a question and answer session. But in the meantime, if you have any questions for our speakers, please feel free to send them through our chat box, and we will answer to them at the end of our webinar. Thank you.
Hi everybody, today I will tell you about what we did at Côte d'Ivoire Flying Lab in 2020. So I will first start by introduce our Flying Lab, and after I will do a self-introduction of myself. After we will talk about our main goal and expertise, and then we will talk about two projects we did this year, COCOA certification project and spraying drone training in Côte. After we will talk about our future projects, and we will end by a little conclusion. So Côte d'Ivoire Flying Lab was created in October 2018. represented by Investive, an Ivorian company specialized in agtech. Uh, our team is composed by three trained drone pilot, one agronomist, and one project manager. We are located in Abidjan, which is the economic capital of Côte d'Ivoire. My name is Abubakar Karim, and I am the managing director of Côte d'Ivoire Flying Lab, and I also have background in agriculture. I'm an agroeconomist, and I'm the CEO of Investive, an Ivorian startup that specializes in the use of precision agriculture to support smallholder farmers in Côte d'Ivoire. We also help by advising in precision agriculture, NGOs and agro-industries company, and also public agency to better manage their agriculture projects. Our team is composed by me, Clara, who is our project manager, Kwame Yaojan, who is drone pilot and trainer, and Musa Baba, drone pilot and trainer. Our main goal and expertise. So we educate communities on the benefit of drone, and we promote precision agriculture technology. We are one of the pioneers of using professional drone in Côte d'Ivoire. We are using drones since 2016 now, and in our work, the promotion is very important because it's a new technology, and people have to understand what uh, those kind of technology can how those kind of technology can help them. So we did a lot of promotion, a lot of showroom in order to explain them and present results to the community, to present results of our work to the communities. So we have background in agriculture. We also organize project pilots in different areas, including forest preservation, development, and humanitarian. I will talk about a project we did last year, who is Cocoa Certification Project. In fact, we initiated this project in 2019, and my previous presentation talked about this project. And this year, this is the first experience in the field with this project. So more than 10,000 hectares of cocoa plantation was mapped by drone and GPS. And at least for this first year, we reached 5,000 cocoa farmers, and they improve their income because now they have access to the certification, and they can, with their cooperative, they can sell the cocoa at a better price. So this project was very interesting to do, with a lot of challenges, and it was a very nice experience in the field. And I think in part of our future project, we will continue this project again. We also use drone for spraying in cotton, and then there we work with the National Federation of Cotton Producers in order to use spraying drone. We train 9 agents of this federation, and those 9 agents were responsible for the plantation of 249 cotton production for this first season. So things goes well. We train the agents, and after that, the agents start to use drone in the field in order to protect the crops of the farmers, and in order to take care about their plantation. So it was very interesting, but with a lot of difficulties regarding so sometimes farmers have small lands, and also sometimes there is a lot of obstacle on the field. But I think this is what we did it because we can now improve our method because we now have experience. And this is a first national action at this scale in Côte, and it's a result of also of our tests in 2019, because in 2019 we did test in cotton production with Olam in order to test this technology in cotton. So the test was successful, and then this year the National Federation of Cotton Producers says that they want to scale it, and we scale it with them. So in terms of our future project, we plan to organize the training in professional drone training in collaboration with Senegal Flying Lab. So we are in discussion with them in order to fix the good dates for this training. We want to train drone professional for mapping, and yes, so it will be held in Abidjan. But we are still discussing on the date. We are also, as I said before, we also want to continue the certification project in Cocoa, taking into account the feedbacks obtained during the first full-scale test. And as I said, we have background in agriculture, and sometimes when we do multispectral analysis with drone, we are able to identify a plant with a disease, but sometimes it's very difficult to say, oh, what disease is it? Because what disease it is? Because it means that we did research and development in particular type of crop in order to identify the disease of this crop, because as you know, diseases are not the same when you move from a crop to another crop. So we are planning to do research of development. So we are looking for funds in order to do research of development for to identify specific plant disease through multispectral analysis, and we want to do it. So we are targeting 3 different crops. We target cocoa, we target also cotton, and we also target cassava. So this is in terms of future project what we plan to do in 2021. So this second year in Côte was full of interesting challenge. In fact, we had all the world know that we had the COVID, but I think in terms of the COVID didn't stop us much, because all our activities was in rural area. At one period, it was difficult to travel in the country, but 2 months after the borders are opening with restriction, and we had authorization to do our activity. So in this year, more than last year, our local communities have seen the benefit of technology when it is used for social good. For example, when I take the cocoa certification project, the income of the farmer, the income of the farmer goes more well. So they directly see the benefit of the technology. And in 2021, we are determined to do more and initiate collaboration with other flying labs in Africa. So the first collaboration, for example, will be with Senegal Flying Lab. We want to organize a training together. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Uttam Pudasaini, and I am the Executive Director of Nepal Flying Labs. So Nepal Flying Lab is the first flying lab that started in Nepal after Nepal earthquake 2015. So it was few months after Nepal earthquake 2015, a training was organized at Kathmandu University, Nepal. And few months after the training, there was a realization of establishing a local entity to carry forward activities on the use of drones and AI for social good and humanitarian action. So that's how Nepal Flying Lab started back in 2015. And since its establishment, Nepal Flying Labs have been doing a number of different projects regarding the use of drones in a number of different sectors. So today I will be sharing about some of the major projects and activity that Nepal Flying Labs did in the last 6 months. So I would like to start with sharing about an event where Nepal Flying Lab participated and presented their work. So back in September 2020, we were invited to give a keynote speech during EDU Drones 2020. So it was an event organized by our partners, CMAPS from Australia. So CMAPS is an organization that prioritizes and focuses on STEM education for kids. And Flying Lab is a partner. Flying Lab as well as WeRobotics is a partner of CMAPS. So I gave a talk on the use of robotics for social good and story from the Himalayas during that program. So one of the interesting outcome of that event was the event went really good. And few months after the event completed, CMAP came up with this new program called Healthcare in the Himalayas, Drones to the Rescue. So what CMAP does is they provide trainings to the kids, particularly those who are in their schools. So they design this program, and it's like a challenge and that they give to their students, so that the students need to design a drone-based healthcare system. So that was one of very interesting outcome that came out of these interaction and partnership with the CMAP's team. And I would really like to thank CMAP team for designing this wonderful picture. And I hope the program is being interestingly taken by all the different students who are a part of the CMAP activities. So the another major activity that we did was when the COVID-19 lockdown started in Nepal, Nepal Flying Labs together with so many different other local organizations, they came together and they started discussing how they could contribute in the drone sector. Because during the COVID-19 lockdown, the airspace was also quite free in Kathmandu Valley. So a number of different partners like Kathmandu University, EC Mode, and a number of different other private organizations, we decided to work together and then utilize this time to create a high resolution aerial map of Kathmandu Valley. So initially we started with mapping the Kathmandu Valley, like few urban municipality inside Kathmandu Valley. But then we were also approached by some other urban municipalities outside Kathmandu Valley as well. So we were approached by an urban municipality called Hetoda. And at the moment, Nepal Flying Lab is still working with that urban municipality to do high resolution mapping of the core urban area of that particular municipality. And this work of ours, we completed data collection for two different urban municipalities in Kathmandu Valley. And at the moment, we are in the process of finalizing our partnership. And also we are discussing with our software partner Pix4D on how we could process this huge amount of data that we have captured. And we really look forward working with the technical team from Pix4D in creating a very updated map of the urban city. So in my slide, you can see a screenshot of one of the core urban area from Hetoda. We processed the imageries using Pix4D, and the map is also available online. So this work was found to be very interesting by so many different international organizations. And recently, one of our partner, IHRR, Institute of Himalayan Risk Reduction, they presented a poster about our work during AGU 2020. And also our work was covered by US AGU in their publication. So this work was particularly very interesting because it would have been very difficult for us to map these urban areas if it was not lockdown and if the airspace was not that free. So due to the lockdown, we were able to do all these high resolution mapping initiative. Likewise, the another major activity that Nepal Flying Lab did within these last few months was we have been working with and the civil aviations and many other government stakeholders from Nepal to develop a digital platform that facilitates permission during emergency situations. So oftentimes what happens is during the Nepal earthquake, we saw that a lot of different organizations were trying to fly drones, and there was very less coordination among the organization because on the government side, they didn't have idea on who is flying where. So WeRobotics received this grant from Twilio. We are very thankful to Twilio for providing this opportunity to WeRobotics, and also thankful to WeRobotics because they trusted Nepal Flying Labs and Noxa to develop this platform. So this platform is a combination of a mobile application and a web application. So the mobile app is not a separate app, but it's a WhatsApp based chatbot. So what happens is anyone who is interested to get who needs a drone permission, they send the request through the mobile application. And likewise, the government agencies, including the civil aviation, they can log in to the web application and they can view the request sent by these different applicants. So all these requests can be reviewed by the system administrators, who will be the government representatives, and the web dashboard shows all the different kind of applications that were received. And this is how the government and agencies, including the civil aviation, they can provide the permissions digitally. So this is a very, we have considered this as a very significant achievement in terms of and development of something digital that could be useful not only in case of Nepal but also across all other flying labs. So a few months back, we organized a virtual workshop where we invited civil aviation officials from multiple different countries, and also we invited technology partners and also other stakeholders. So during these 3 days of workshop, we interacted over the usefulness and the need of digital platforms for drone flight monitoring and authorization. So this workshop was very interesting because there were over 45 nationals from 9 different countries, and within a short period of time, we were able to organize 3 interaction workshop and 22 presentations. So it was a very interesting learning event and also a learning opportunity for not only for technical people doing working on drones, but also for the officials. And as I mentioned earlier, the major objective was to learn from the international best practices. And as an outcome of the event, obviously the drone, we got a lot of feedback to improve the drone portal. And also we released a US policy recommendation document. So we have released both of these documents online through our blogs as well. And I would like to request anyone interested to learn more about our platform to visit that blog and then read more about it and collect more information, because we are really interested to take this forward not only inside Nepal but also to other countries. And likewise, there are two good news for 2020. So obviously there were a lot of bad things happening in 2020, but on our side, in terms of getting awards, it was a good news for Nepal Flying Lab because we received two major international awards for the work that we have been doing. So we received the 2020 AUVSI Excellence Award for in humanitarian category, and last week we received 2020 Taika Air Cargo Sustainability Award. And both of these awards were provided to Nepal Flying Labs for the medical cargo drone work that we have been doing. So to give you all a short, a brief detail of the work, we have been working with our partner BNMT and many other local partners to implement a first of its kind drone for tuberculosis control program. And we have collected hundreds of samples, patient sample, hundreds of sputum samples, and using them in tuberculosis diagnosis. So this is the summary of all the different activities and achievement that Nepal Flying Lab has gained during the last few months. So now I'd like to wrap up my presentation. We're sharing with you all our plans for next 3 months. So finally, Nepal Flying Lab registered itself as a not-for-profit company. So we have a new board members now. And for our next 3-month plan, we will be working on the DROTS, the medical drone project, as we are currently working on the training materials, because as soon as the lockdown ends, we will be providing training to the locals and build the local capacity to handle the drone operations themselves in the district. And likewise, the Nepal drone portal that we have developed, we are talking with different government organizations as well. So we want to actually give it to the government agency so that they can use it for monitoring and approval of drone flight permission. And likewise, we have just received a fixed wing drone from WeRobotics, and we plan to use this in our urban municipal mapping programs. And likewise, we are also discussing with WeRobotics to expand WeFly beyond Nepal as well, like something like a software as a service model, and also pitch it to many other flying labs so that we can use it for improving drone coordination in other flying labs as well. And lastly, our plan is to organize the second meetup, the second drone meetup in Nepal. And this time our agendas will be to form an association of drone professionals in the country. So with this, I would like to wrap up my presentation here. Thank you so much for listening. So if you have any questions, we can discuss it towards the end of the session. Thank you.
My name is Cleopa Otieno. I'm the Managing Director at Kenya Flying Labs. I'm happy to be here today to talk to you about the work we do at Kenya Flying Labs during this webinar. Kenya Flying Labs is a robotics knowledge hub which builds up local drone capacity and related data skills for social goods sector. And we do this through creating an enabling environment or ecosystem where communities, youth, and people interested in this technology can take advantage of it and have it change their lives in different ways. Our main activities during 2020 have been few, mainly because of the COVID-19 and its effects on work, not only here, but elsewhere too. But I'm happy to share with you two main activities that we've undertaken during this year. One of them is called cholera hypersurveillance. And this basically means we're using drones technology, combining different data sources to be able to build a predictive model around cholera as a disease. So the project aims to understand the dynamics of root causes of cholera outbreaks in at-risk communities by incorporating drones data and artificial intelligence into the surveillance system for the cholera disease to facilitate the prevention and response to such outbreaks through predictive analytics. This technique could be applied to many other diseases. It's an experiment that has been going on for about a year now, supported by Nesta from the UK. And if it turns out positive, we could essentially roll it to other diseases such as malaria, among others. The main concept behind this is collective intelligence, and I'll just play a short 1-minute video to help us understand what this is about.
Working together is nothing new. We've been doing it since the dawn of time. But collective intelligence has really evolved since the start of the digital age. Technology now allows us to gather ideas and data at a much greater scale and speed than ever before. It can connect people across huge distances, bringing more brains together, like Wikipedia does. It's changing the way we do everything, from business to science, like involving people around the world to spot new stars in the galaxy. And it's even beginning to change democracy as parliaments and cities use technology to draw on the wisdom of crowds. By bringing together diverse groups of people, data and technology, collective intelligence has the power to achieve things far beyond what any individual human or machine could achieve alone.
Thank you very much for watching. The idea behind this is to bring different data sources where we go into communities affected by this disease, and we work with them in building this platform. We work with them because they already live in this community. They know where the water points are. They know where how the sanitation situation is. They know, the different occurrence in the past, and we combine this knowledge with weather data dating back 10 years or before. We use drones basically to collect aerial imagery, and this is what we print out as an orthomosaic map, and we work with the community to identify these points. And we put all these together in to be able to build a predictive model using artificial intelligence to be able to predict how the next spread would be if it occurs from point A. So that is one of the projects that we have been working on this year. We'll be happy to share the results and findings in a blog, which you can read hopefully by February of 2021. Other than the cholera hypersurveillance, we've been able to host a training for kids. This we do every year, usually around October or November, with a partner called Think Young. And the idea behind this is to introduce kids to robotics technology, to let them interact with this technology together and to learn together, guided by our experienced trainees. So we hope that these kinds of initiatives can help get more people interested in STEM eventually. The program also includes coding, which other partners come to do. So it happens every 2 weekends of either October or November. So these are some of our trainees taking through the kids through the drone technology. Because of COVID this year, the numbers had to be lower than what we had previous year. This is one more picture of the kids interacting with this technology. So they get to know the different types of drones and robots, how they work, and eventually how to fly them and how to collect data and analyze this data, and the different data products that you can get, and the different sectors that this technology can be applied. And we also focus on some career opportunities for emerging from this technology. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.